a series of readings. So just to try to piggyback from the video that I did last night for you guys that got cut off, people can dress something up as however that they want to. They can create their false narratives. They can gather their communities, to support their lies, their deception, or whatever, to masquerade the part that they played in a situation. They could manage to even have people, gang up against you, try to overwhelm you, get you to back down, get you to submit to the lie or submit to silence, so that their lie overshadows the truth. But at the end of the day, the truth is the truth, and our lives are going to play out according to that truth and the deception. You get what I'm saying? So it's going to play out according to the seeds that they've sown, period, right? So when it comes to relationships, for example, it don't matter, let's say for the partner or for the person in a situation who betrayed the other, but then try to create or paint this narrative as if, the person who is innocent deserved it or fell short or did something to them in order for them to behave in a manner to mistreat the person that they betrayed. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, when it comes to these love triangles and divine collective, people trying to involve you in situations where they omit information just to remain attached to you, to play some type of game, to seek some type of attention or thrill or ego strokes, whatever. At the end of the day, these people are not going to get away with involving you in things that you would not willingly be a part of. Okay, so this energy of moving in the shadows and doing things in secret, and you being a light being, meaning whatever is done in the dark is going to be revealed to you. Some of you guys are high priestess energies. Some of you guys are empress energies. Some of you guys are, just in the high vibration of all the queen energies, like in tarot, for example, Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, that's something about you guys just being very grounded overall, right? Look, you got the Son of Knives. So we're going to do, look, and Mother of Sticks. So we're going to start off with the Hoodoo Tarot. At the end of the day, also, when people try to weaponize your emotions against you, this is what I started getting into in the video yesterday, and they completely cut it off. Don't ever allow anybody to try to embarrass you or make you feel bad about having any type of emotional outbursts, especially when you are able to retain it or maintain a level of self-control or discipline even with those emotional outbursts, because 9 times out of 10, everybody in this world is going to experience some type of emotional outburst, or when they're unhinged emotionally. I don't care if it's only when you a baby. You got Miss Ida here. I want to say Miss Ida is the high priestess energy in Hoodoo, in this Hoodoo tarot deck. But anyway, so if somebody tries to make you feel bad, or bullies, a group of bullies try to weaponize or demonize your emotions and stuff like that, when they know damn well they was doing shit behind the scenes to orchestrate shit, okay, or people who feed off other people's emotions because they're so void of authenticity and void of self-love their damn selves, they drive the fuck up. You get what I'm saying? They don't love, cherish, respect themselves, honor their own emotions. They don't do the necessary process of transmutation. You get what I'm saying? Like releasing pent-up emotions. These are most likely people who may suppress their emotions, okay? Mother Gaia is a prime example of episodes of emotional outbursts or unhingement, right? For example, when Mother Gaia has earthquakes, Mother Gaia has hurricanes, tsunamis, thunderstorms, right? Volcanic eruptions, tornadoes, shit, whatever the hell you can think of, right? The point is, at the end of the day, why should you feel ashamed? Now, granted, there's a spectrum, when people get overloaded or overwhelmed to the point that they have some type of emotional outburst, right? Because I'm not talking about like, you know, the minute or the, I'm not talking about the smaller expressions like, oh, it rained, it drizzled, oh, you know, whatever. Like, I'm talking about the more severe weather, you know, that's conjured within us, you know, those, you know what I'm saying. So anyway, get the fuck out my face and mind your business. So there could be something significant about that energy. Get the fuck out my face and mind your business. You know what I'm saying? Like, mind your business. And then, while we're on the topic, me and a friend of mine, actually, he's my nail tech, Ace of Swords, so this is truth here. A friend of mine, we was talking about how he said he just got back into town and how he lost his mother. And he was talking about how he doesn't allow himself to sit or sulk in sadness and anger, you know, for too long, because the longer you hold that in that, the longer you hold that energy or emotions or that spirit in your body, you're more likely to get sick. Okay, it's likely to cause disease in the body. It's likely for you to be vulnerable for possession of other spirits and entities looking for a house, you know, as he said, you know. And it's crazy that he, you know, used that metaphor specifically because I've been heavily talking about that, how, you know, how God associates our bodies as a vessel or a temple or a vehicle, okay, and how all these houses and homes and structures outside of us, you know, and these worldly possessions are reflections of people, right, and their vessels, their bodies. So some people are walking crack houses, some people are walking hospitals, some people are literal temples like you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people are broke down, abandoned houses. You get what I'm saying? Slut houses, whatever. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's about what is being housed inside of you, right? That energy. So you got people who, you know, want to create these projections. Look, you got 8 of knives. 8 of knives. Want to put you in your head, okay, or create some type of illusion for you to consume and become delusional about your perception of self and your perception of life and how these things really play out, how these things really are, the reality, right? They want you to consume their lies and confusion. You know, the devil is the author of confusion. God does not give us the spirit of fear. Okay, some of you guys experience this from family or groups of people who stick together like family. You get what I'm saying? Communities, whatever. Like I said in the video yesterday, some of you guys could experience this from all angles. There could be a pathology of people teaming up in groups or 2 or more against you. Okay? But anyway, that's why in the caption, and I really wish the whole video, you know, it's a reason, because I did reveal a lot of information. Like, I even slipped up and said some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, some names. So, you know, it worked out for my good. And that's another thing too that I was getting, is that you guys are moving more and more into this place of really having developing a thorough understanding and comprehension about agitation, irritability, or, you know, basically I like to say the siblings and the cousins of anger and fear and shit like that, such as anxiety, worry, you know, all of that. So, for example, you know, this whole, you know, because this has been several videos that has gotten silenced out of nowhere that I've posted, and I done spent like at least 2 hours of my time on that shit, right? What I was hearing, was that this morning? What I was hearing was, you know, that shit getting old. You know, these tactics that try to channel some type of agitation or put you in a space of irritability, because there's something about you mastering or just mastering an understanding about the more severe expressions of emotion, okay? And something about you mastering that so that nobody can necessarily use that as an access point to feed off you energetically. So they're trying to create like or utilize, you know, little flutters of energy, like, you know, something that will irritate you, something that will agitate you, for example. So anyway, I was thinking about that. Like, even that is not worth it when you really think about it. Because everything happens for a reason. And then when you are a divine being, everything is always working for your good. You get what I'm saying? Because one thing about God, and I love the video that I did that's called God's Payroll. One thing about God is that, you know, God will repay. God will repay you, okay? God's wealth and abundance and payroll is totally different. It's on a totally different playing field than mankind. You get what I'm saying? So you're never, especially if there's some type of positive intention behind it or pure intentions, you're never doing anything for nothing. Because it doesn't matter what it looks like. And there could be, again, this could be one of the tactics of this group here. 10 of baskets keeps coming out. This could be the tactic of this group. And then you got the moon card, moon energy. Their tactic could be for you to get agitated or irritated, or for you to feel like that you're doing something for nothing, like you're putting in effort for nothing. You know what I'm saying? But that's an illusion. Again, that's why the 8 of Knives came out. That's an illusion. Look, this one fell on the floor when I put it back. 4 of baskets. Y'all know 4 of cups is that disinterest and unbothered. I just seen the 2 of swords. I love the 2 of swords. I love the expression of the 2 of swords in the Hoodoo Tarot because, man, like, I'm telling you, bro. Look, 7 of sticks, okay? You're protected, you're guarded, okay? 8 of coins, okay? This is not stopping your work, okay? Your workflow. 6 of swords, moving on to calmer waters, okay? It's something that, like, it's this energy of you going out of your way to... They're showing me an image of a girl with a basket of water. And she takes her time to walk all the way to the well, okay, to get water from the well, carries that basket of water on her head, and is on her way on the path back home to take the water home after she done walked that trail to get that water. And then, you know, some mean girls or some bullies, you know, coming around and throwing things at her, putting things along her path, like obstacles on her path for her to trip and shit. That, you know, stuff that wasn't there initially when she first walked the path. Now, all of a sudden, like, it's these things or these rocks or whatever that hurt her feet. You know what I'm saying? Get her to trip a little bit and spill some of the water, you know, out the basket. Or, you know, try to throw things at her, or, distract her so that she trips or pushes her over, you know, so that she loses all that water, like that whole basket of water, you know, just to irritate her, you know, make her vulnerable, put her in a vulnerable energetic or emotional state so that they can possess her vessel. They can possess her mind. They can feed off her energy or feed off her emotions, which is energy and motion, right? That's the image that they gave me. But again, going back to the relationships. Tell me why I just seen 10 of Cups, and what image is that with the courthouse? Y'all, look. Oh my God, bro. I'm moving too fast. I just seen funeral home in the reverse. Yeah, these are things that they don't want you to see, or they want you to forget, or they want you to disregard or overlook what's actually being done to you, or what these people are intentionally casting or conjuring in your life to take you out here, or to get some type of gain from your end or your death, okay? Your giving up on self, your submission to, you know, malevolent energy, okay? It's like these people are trying to trick you into walking into the cage, you know what I'm saying, and locking yourself in there, locking yourself away. You get what I'm saying? Like, because they can't necessarily force you in it, okay? That's what it's giving. And something about you being free, okay? You literally have people battling against your freedom, some form of freedom, even if this is just spiritual, okay? Yeah, they're trying to confine you some way or another. But anyway, going back to relationship shit, it's real simple. when you're dealing with a divine being who is monogamous, right? It don't matter if y'all in the talking stage, dating stage, situationship, you know what I'm saying, relationship, whatever the fuck. If you know that person is being loyal to you, and then you think you about to go out here and play around with some motherfuckers and not tell that person, 9 times out of 10, you guys sense the energy and confronted the person about it, and they played oblivious, right? Omitted some information, you know, blah, 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 blah. Didn't tell you the whole thing, right? Just to keep you attached because of the benefits that came with remaining attached to you. Okay, so boom. But when the information, you know, comes out, or more information comes out, and you confront the person, you know what I'm saying? And then they try to stonewall you or play oblivious or insult you, gaslight you into getting in line or staying in your place or not confronting them. Okay, not holding them accountable. You get what I'm saying? And you guys literally have invested real genuine feelings and love and energy into that person. You get what I'm saying? Even turn down prospects for that person. And this person knows that. You know what I'm saying? So you having an emotional outburst because somebody is showing up in a manner. Look at that ocean behind him with the 2 of coins. Somebody, you know, is showing up in a manner. Look, 5 of knives, 5 of swords. Giving you energy that you just don't deserve. You don't live a life, you know, to warrant that type of behavior. For somebody to mistreat you, lie to you, lie on you, abuse you verbally, okay? Abuse you physically, psychologically, emotionally, right? If anything, you're that person, you know, that brings a lot of care and consideration and compassion and attention to detail. Okay, especially with, like, when you think about the Empress, the Queen of Pentacles, and all the queens, right? You're somebody that's very, like, detail oriented. You pay attention to those that you love and care about, okay? You pay attention to their temperament. You pay attention to the things that you know will uplift them, encourage them, okay? You have this Beauty and the Beast energy. Like, you can tame the beast within people. But you have people who, because you have mastered taming yourself, they're hell-bent on trying to conjure the beast within you. Okay, thinking that that's going to destroy, you know, whom they perceive you as or who you are when it comes to this high priestess energy or this child of God, this anointed one, thinking that if they could trigger or conjure the beast within you, you're going to do something that's going to be permanently damaging to your reputation, permanently damaging to your self-esteem and your self-outlook, permanently damaging to your confidence and, you know, how your ability to manifest and, you know, your whatever. Your blessings, your gains, the benefits that come with you in the covenant, right? Okay, totally disregarding the high priestess. I know what I'm talking about. Totally disregarding that, if I'm out here taming beasts and other people, you don't think that I've tamed my own inner beast? You don't think that my beast, you know, like, what the hell makes you or convince you or, you know, to think that my beast is on the level of malevolent or demonic energy? Huh? What? So they're showing me Daniel in the cage with the lions, like how the lions look, literally paying for this shit. You can't tell me they're not. You can't tell me these people won't do anything, even spend money, witchcraft, okay? Betting on it. This a gamble to them, like betting on your betting on you being stuck, betting on getting you y'all, I need y'all to see these cards. Look at these cards. Look at this. There could be something significant about people trying to hex money as well, hex gifts. This is your energy, though. And what I said about that scenario that they gave me of the girl who goes all the way to get water and walk back or whatever, okay? And look, and they paying for shit, okay? To hex you, curse you, okay, cause you to have to, like, stumble or to go backwards or to descend opposed to ascension. You get what I'm saying? Look at that shit. 5 of Pentacles. You see that? This is giving, like, so you know the phrase of rags to riches? This is giving, like, people paying for magic and witchcraft and sorcery, okay? Even if the currency is just how they utilize their energy to work against you or to convince others to work against you. You know what I'm saying? Or to be opposing factors in your life. Okay? So it's something about you being rich in spirit, you being wealthy, in spirit, according to the divine, like you are a wealthy soul. You are a rich soul, okay? You are a prosperous soul. You're abundant. You are abundance. You get what I'm saying? Fuck what the hell everything look like around you, because that's their problem. That's the illusion within itself. They want to bring you from riches to rags, or they want to prevent you from exceedingly and abundantly above all expanding in your abundance and prosperity. I'm seeing Jupiter energy. But yeah, it's real simple. While you sitting here trying to paint collective, because collective is genuinely heartbroken because you flat out betrayed collective and you left them in the dark and you omitted things when collective been honest with you, when the tone and the boundaries that collective set with you was to just be honest, tell the truth. Hey, we dealing with each other, we doing this, we doing that. Hey, but if you feel like at any time that you wanna do that with somebody else, let collective know. Tell me the truth. Tell me what's up. Put me on. But now you don't go and try to see what you can collect, what you can get yourself into while still attached to the collective, a whole empress, okay? A whole source of wealth, okay? You don't go and connect, attach, and bind yourself to somebody else who's probably put on your path to test you and tempt you on purpose. More than likely a Jezebel, succubus, an incubus. You don't go and attach yourself to these spiritually impoverished or, people who are spiritually in poverty, spiritually malnourished. They're not doing their due diligence to transmute it. You don't go and attach yourself to somebody like that while you're still attached to collective and not let the collective know about it. Or give collective the opportunity to choose to go ahead and detach from you. Okay? But, you got people that do that. Okay, you have people who have these, toxic understandings of what makes them feel loved and desired and wanted. They want people. There's people who get off on people fighting over them, going crazy over them, losing their mind over them and stuff like that. That makes them feel loved and desired, all the possible attention that they can get. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want you to go above and beyond type shit. You know what I'm saying? And half of the time don't even be deserving of shit. You got Bishop Mason and you got Ten of Swords. See what I'm saying? You see how this person is trying to make it out the house? And he got all those knives in his back. They trying to kill him before he make it out. That's what it's giving. Trying to kill you dead before you can make it out. Before you can find that way of escape. Before you can escape them. And you're a whole Queen of Cups. Shaking my head. So you can call it what you want. You can paint it as you want. Goddamn. And that's the thing too. No, it's better for you to get those emotions out, to sort through those emotions, release those emotions sooner than later. Hence the laugh now, cry later. The motherfuckers probably be laughing when you're in the midst of an emotional storm that you motherfuckers cause for you on some malevolent, malicious ass energy that you didn't even deserve, because you a whole goddamn angelic being out here. You didn't give them any reason to hurt you, any reason to mistreat you, any reason to abuse you. And so for somebody to maintain a certain energy with you, like it's love, it's sweet, it's loyal, it's cool, it's safe, it's secure, only to abruptly show you that it's not, it's completely rational and reasonable for you to have an emotional storm. Look, the free man, Queen of Cups, free. I'm here. I'm free. Praise the Lord, I'm free. No longer bound. No more chains holding me. My soul is resting. Big Mama, it's such a blessing. Funeral home in the reverse. Miss Robinson in the reverse. Miss Robinson, you know about to rob this son of God. You know about to rob this daughter of God from God. What the hell? You're not about to rob me of my covenant and no, none of that. You're not about to rob me of my ancestry and my inheritance. Look, the grandchildren, 6 of coins, Two of coins. Four wands. Daughter of baskets is here again. Yeah, because you're protected. And you know what I said about them trying to conjure that beast within? Baby, let me get back to the lions. You know how the lions didn't attack Daniel? Even though the malevolent beings that put him in there, that was their intentions for the lions to eat Daniel up and attack him, right? Scare him up, put him in a state of fear, make him vulnerable. But he was protected. There's something about his energy that felt safe to these lions. So, he survived it. He escaped that. Now, malevolent motherfuckers, when they put them in there with the lions ate them up. That's the difference between your beast energy and these malevolent beings' beast energy. Discernment. Connection with the divine. Thy will to my will to thy will of God, not y'all's will for me. Okay? You got Son of Knives, Page of Swords, courting, Nine of Wands. You know, this lady on this picture reminds me of, what movie is that when the lady put her shit in that pie and gave it to that racist person? Yeah. And they thought it was so good. That speaks volumes. You're so valuable, collective. That's why these people are willing to take breadcrumbs from you. These people are willing to have your leftovers, so to speak. These people are desperate after like anything. Like they want to take any and everything they can from you. They don't want you. They want everything you have, everything you are, like even your life, your essence. Okay. But no, like, I'm thinking about global warming and stuff like that. Like, even with Mother Earth, when Mother Earth has emotional storms and outbursts, right? Is the whole world destroyed? Is the whole earth destroyed? There could be a whole hurricane happening, you know, in 2 states at the same damn time. But the rest of the damn earth is perfectly fine. We might get a little bit of rain. Shit, some areas ain't got shit. The sun's shining over here. It's nighttime somewhere else across the damn earth. You get what I'm saying? It's about that ability to have restraint, even with your emotional storm. Like, for example, when it was orchestrated to just be completely like cruel and harsh to me in a situation with somebody I was dealing with, right? And I was calm, you know what I'm saying? Like all that shit, like until, you know, I got inside my car and motherfuckers were still, you know, playing oblivious, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm in this state of shock and everything. Man, like I cried, I yelled, I screamed, I kicked inside of my unmoving parked car that was not cranked. Okay, even when it was cranked, in an unmoving parked car. You know, I'm not running around the streets in the parking lot. I'm not banging down doors. I'm not vandalizing vehicles. I'm not doing none of that. Containment. Yeah, I'm having an emotional storm and outburst, but I'm contained with this shit. I'm showing restraint with this shit. I still have discipline with this shit. I still have my consciousness with this shit. I'm still in my right mind with this shit, even though this is a fucked up ass situation. And I'm hurt. My heart is broken, bitch. You betrayed me. The fuck? I remember I left. I went to a nature preserve, parked my car, and continued to cry, continue to scream, to continue to punch and kick and do whatever inside of my car that was parked and turned off. Give me 1 second. Anyway, I'm not with my emotional storm. I'm not calling up a bunch of niggas like, yo, let's fuck. Can you fuck? Can we fuck? Because I'm hurt and I'm trying to get over. I'm not going. I'm not doing anything to permanently damage myself or harm another person, right? Even in the midst of my emotional storm. And that's the fucking point. Just like Mother Earth. And then who the fuck are these people that try to use your emotional storms or your pain, your heartbreak, to weaponize it against you or try to humiliate you or embarrass you like they don't do this, like they don't have emotional storms? Who the fuck are these people? When again, Mother Gaia does it, has it, right? And who created Mother Gaia? The Most High God. So what are you saying about God at that point? What are you saying about God? Son of Knives in reverse, daughter of Knives in the upright. 6 of Wands on the back. 3 of Swords. How are you still victorious? And we did everything possible to destroy your heart, to destroy how you perceive love, to try to eliminate every drop of love out of you by turning others against you, having people hurt you, crush you back to back, betray you back to back, everywhere you turn, Why are you still, happy, and why are you improving? Why are you not bitter yet? Why aren't you cold towards love and cold towards righteousness and cold towards integrity and cold towards your authenticity? Why instead are you cold towards evil? How did that happen? 9 of Swords in the reverse. 10 of Wands in the reverse. Why are you still not stressing? Why are you still not burdened? Why are you still not in despair? Why are you still not depressed? Why haven't you lost your mind? Why are you not in a mental home? Why are you not in a funeral home? You know what this is giving with this Miss Robinson in this funeral home? You see how she looking? And it's a whole funeral home. And she holding that. This is giving the motherfuckers who thought you was going to be the one on that obituary. The motherfuckers that thought you was going to be the one in that grave. Motherfuckers that thought you was going to be the one in that snare. You look. This is you. Oh, you thought them seeds you planted was for more? Oh, I'm praising the Lord over here when it comes to my justice, babes. That's y'all Miss Robinson in that energy, like, okay, your enemies is on that obituary. Your enemies are in them graves. Your enemies are in them funeral homes. Your enemies are in them hospital beds. Your enemies are bedridden. Your enemies can't get themselves up off the floor. Your enemies sliding down the wall crying. Your enemies gotta cope with drugs and sex. But that's what they thought they was planting for you. Damn, you didn't realize you was planting them seeds for yourself? Well, damn. Yo bad. Dr. Grant and Dr. Buzzard. 2 doctors at the same damn time. Look, they thought they was slick, sliding. You slick, you slide, you conniving, you all that, but you did that to yourself. This is giving, breaking the damn wishbone. And you got the biggest. Look, you just holding it and they broke it, but you end up with the biggest piece. You grounded. You steady. You real firm in this shit because of the seeds that you sown. You ain't do shit malicious to nobody. You don't intentionally do malicious shit to nobody. You're not out here plotting. You're not out here playing dirty to get what you want. You're not doing none of that. And these motherfuckers really thought that you was gonna have some type of horrific downfall. They really thought that their lies and their confusion and moving in the shadows and the secrets was hurting you more than it was actually hurting them. Bitch, when you sow confusion, you reap confusion. That's why you're delusional. That's why you're so delusional to think that even though you are putting your hands toward wickedness, somehow you thought that wickedness was going to overcome somebody who puts their hands towards righteousness. Oh, that's all I have for you guys for this particular video. I'll see you guys